From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Now they can't bring him down. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Shifts past him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, think of it like you win a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
From the 3rd team now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, we saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year. And he's got his guys a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Austin. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, 26 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And not much. Maybe a yard down in the 23. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Boston, the man in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Howard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
12, 12, 12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. A handoff for Warren. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Howard. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Come on, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now again, left side, Brown with it. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off play action. Howard. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. That's good for 28 yards.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way down to the 39. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's get set. Me. Dot. Right in.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Derek Harmon in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. He's been a busy man here in this half as he gets it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Hey, sweet cheeks.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Damn, take it easy on my dog, bro.
So far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Hey, Bobby on. Yode's on
able
too.
to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Gun, gun.
Just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
He said I got lotion. Yeah. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
12. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Let's get set.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On one, ready?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10
Here we go.
at the 17-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be
Oh, you should have just threw that away, bro.
picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. There he goes, left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's not cool.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Oh, what a move. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
At the 22-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Here we go.
First and 10.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards.
Damn, I feel bad for this dude, bro.
Everything's
Everything's going my way in this game.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
On 1, ready?
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Gun.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Right back to Brown. And And you can sense the frustration.
I'm Bobby
now.
Mom.
They're going to drop him again behind the line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Oh, a good move at the 5. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on
for
3rd down.
flashlight?
And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshibas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them.
The hell did you say,
How about them
Yodi?
just deciding to go for it on 4th down. And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the
Tight
issue
shit.
and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you. I can't wait for a few years of 2-point
You've been watching some YouTube?
See what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this
Hey,
situation.
that's
This
the best way
time,
to do it, bro.
unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing in that situation.
Can you get Kevin Durant upper?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Howard. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the give, it's Warren. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a run to Warren. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
You should be able to get it. It's all the way at the bottom. It's not with the B.
14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the run, it's Warren. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd down at the 18-yard line.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Yeah,
Burrow going to lead up the
Bengals
Bengals here first and 10
What are you
at their
on, Bobby?
35-yard line.
Bobby, mom.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And
All right.
the ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jim.
Either you do that or one of us needs to run guard. I can play guard. Yeah, you stay on any of those builds or you get on a guard. Alright, I'll play guard. Unless Tex wants to play guard and I'll play big. Don't matter.